Navin Lalu's streaming network, specialist in clean audio, multiple camera angle view and a photo slide for professional live streaming. Call Navin at 335-0205. Navin Lalu, bringing real-time events to you and yours. Navin Lalu's streaming network. Call him 335-0205. Also available fantastic drone footage. Navin's streaming network.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Everyone, we are offering Arti and we'll appreciate if you all could stand with us, please. And anyone who is desirous of offering Arti after, we have flowers and I see we have some roses. So please, you all could come forward and make your offering. Anybody want palm plant? I've brought some Lapodi vines, so you can just carry it home and just stick it in a pot or in a drum or something, and you have family. Anybody else? Somebody? They can come out, whatever was on the right? No, not yet. Not yet? No, we don't want to offer IT. Okay, you all have this seat then. Yeah. Okay. We have any information on the person, any little handout, anything? This morning, as we gather to say our final farewell on behalf of this soul, we join together and we sing that, Lord, the final victory in life belongs to you. Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare. Jab charo taraf andhiyara ho. When you look around the world and you see that there are so many difficult situations around, fir tu hi bera par karo. Then we turn to you, O Lord, that you can help us through these problems and problematic world that we are living in. Tu chahe to sab kuch kar de. Whatever it is you have to give to us, O Lord, you give that to us. Sab kuch kar de. Whatever it is our earnings are based on our karmic influences. Today, we surrender the soul with her karmas to you and ask that the soul should find peace.
All landed, didn't hear when they announced the command of the action.
Let him come. The matches and things, just light it back. It a camper there and it a camper on the box here. Yeah, anybody who want to offer, let them come here. Mukam karoti vachalam pangom langayate girim yata kripatamaham vande paramanandamadhavam. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. जब चारों तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो. फिर तू ही न केवन वाला हो. फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. जय कृष्ण हरे श्री तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे. विष को भी अमृत कर दे. पूरन कर दे सबकी आशा. पूरन कर दे सबकी आशा. जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे. जय जो भी तेरा ध्यान करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. जय कृष्ण हरे श्री दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय तेरे दर्शन की मैं तरफ रहे. तेरे नाम के माला जपत रहे. तेरे दर्शन की मैं तरफ रहे. तेरे नाम के माला जपत रहे. भव सागर से मेरे नैया. भव सागर से मेरे नैया. चन्न में जय हो किनारा हो. जय 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 दुखियों को दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. Jai 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 Krishna Hare, Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Sri Krishna Chandra Maharaj ki Jai. Anybody there to say a few words on behalf of the deceased? Yeah, come. Huh?
Everybody here, man? We good there, right? Sit down, everybody. It's good to see familiar faces. Unfortunately, at times like these, that's when you see family. We all had to do the Antishti Sanskar for my aunt, my mousie, mom's sister. Everybody asked, well, what religion she was, because she used to teach in a Presbyterian school, and, well, she was a Presbindu according to Professor Gladys Basso Maharaj. She used to do the puja home. She had a house she used to live in Enterprise, and we remember me and my brother going when she had the puja, and then she used to go to church, yeah, because she was Presbyterian. I just want to choose to highlight a point with respect to religion. I remember when she used to do the puja, some of the teachers, because of envy, would have gone reported to the Presbyterian board. So it's good to know these things in history because I guess it defines who we are, both positive and negative. But what I want to say is that my brother and I are where we are educationally, as a doctor and an engineer, because she was the one who ushered us into the Presbyterian school system. Mom and her hatched a plan. Can't do this these days, I don't know in education. So my brother and I started Warrenville Presbyterian, right? The school she was known to teach at for many years, at age 4. Now it's 5. But the purpose of that was because we got a chance to repeat the common entrance class, right? And then you know about lessons and stuff. So she was the one who decided who we going lessons by and which teacher we following. So I remember the day I passed common entrance. Now I was sure in my mind that I did pass for common entrance, right? And she was one who would well, she was sure too because she knew what she do. So I passed for Hillview College. I guess my brother would have gone through the same experience. My father passed recently. I don't know how many of you know. And it was a classic story with that family with regard to accessing and moving up the social ladder through the Presbyterian education system, the Canadian missionaries earlier. So it's a common story among people of Indian origin, but we had somebody directly who ushered us through the system. My brother and I went to Hillview College, and Hillview College was also Presbyterian. And that's not a story from me because, well, unfortunately, Mommy not here yet, but Mommy is the youngest of the 10 siblings, right? I don't know, Dulce Auntie is number 4. I think it's 4. But they had 10 children. She go verify what it is I say. So what number she is? 4. 6. But what I wanted to say was that the experience I just shared with me and my brother, she would have started doing that from her younger siblings. So Mommy feels indebted to this sister because she had done the same for her. And I think climbing up the social ladder, Mommy reached really far because we climb on her shoulders to go to Hillview and become professionals. But Daddy and Mommy, again, that match relationship, they also were public servants. So public servants meaning that they had an opportunity, they could have given the opportunity to their children to move up that social ladder, right? So that's three influential people talking about Dulce Tanti today, right? All Mommy's siblings, if me females, we refer to as Tanti, and the brothers, Mamu, right? So that's another thing from this family that we kind of grew up in that sort of heritage. Everybody would have known that Dulce Tanti Dulcie Tandy, that's the name we used to call her, right? My auntie, her mother used to call her Dulcia. Dulcia. So, she did, after, I guess, me and my brother being the last of the lot to go to school and become professionals, did fall ill for many years until recently. And, well, it led to our ultimate demise. But I think from our family, or at least me and my brother and my mom, we always feel indebted to her because she was the key person who led our direction in regard to where we would be in life today. She could speak Hindustani and understand, right? She wasn't fluent, like her mother, my nanny, but when I speak to her, she could have understood. And I remember when she was at the home, once we went and she started singing Presbyterian hymns that we grew up in school with. And that was an aspect of her we knew is that, because she used to lead worship in school, she would read the scripture and lead the students in hymns for worship on mornings, right? And she was a very senior person among teachers on the, well, at least the teachers enlisted under the Presbyterian Primary School Board. One thing again I want to identify with regard to her and me is leading up the social ladder, but also knowing Christianity, quoting scripture. For a young Hindu boy going to college, I remember once a guy, he's no longer a Protestant, Christian, but he said, Visham, you go be a Christian one day. I said, well, why? He said, it's so good, you're doing the work of what Jehovah wants. And I went back and said, well, that's because of my nanny and she daughter and my mom. So to also gain that added perspective, to have conversations with those of other denominations, I think is a trait of this family. Yeah, and she would emulate that. Again, I say doing puja, home, and leading worship in the morning in Warrenville Presbyterian and singing hymns. To me, it confuses in a sense, but it kind of gives us sort of perspective. Not seeing my mom here, I would have liked her to say also a few words. So I want to say thanks to everybody for the support, even from the death of my dad to now my aunt. We actually did expect it because she wasn't really ill. Actually, she went into hospital the day my dad died, and we didn't see her since then, heard or communicate because we weren't allowed to visit. So, thanks for the support. I know Mommy would want me to say this. Thanks to everybody for the support in these trying times where, well, we had 2 deaths of people close to us in recent time. Everybody, Sitaram, and I guess anybody else who want to come up and say something good? If anybody wants to just say anything, if you feel the point is now that you want to express your feelings with regard to my aunt's passing, feel free to come up.
Come in? Sure.
So, good morning to everyone. So, like Visham, Tolstanti was my aunt as well. Not as versed in the history that Visham gave. But I always remember Tolstanti as being this strict disciplinarian. And when she wanted to tell you something or tell you to do something, and the end with is the quarrel after. And then when he quarrel, airwalk, she put some licks on you, right? But she was always somebody who was this old school disciplinarian, right? And even now, like Visham, my first school also would have been Warrenville Presbyterian. But I didn't go to school at that school for as long as Visham did. But I always remember Dulcie Tanti as being somebody who was very active in the school, very involved in very involved in the running and the operations of the school. You know, when they have little bazaar, little fundraiser, little this, she always involved. She was very, very active. Somebody who always, who never had a problem in terms of giving of herself to make things happen. I always remember her as that. And, you know, even within the family, you know, she was always somebody who, if something needed to get done, you know, she would have been there to help whoever needed, whichever one of the siblings needed help to get things done. Because even when, you know, when I was younger and we had prayers by us, you know, I remember Dolce Tanti was always somebody who would come and stay for the 3 days and to help my mommy do this and that and prepare things. And so she was always somebody who did that. You know, if you could have gotten anybody to come, it was Dolce Tanti, right? So, you know, I have very mixed memories. I want to say mixed, you know, the licks you get, you didn't enjoy that, but you get licks from she if that's what she was. But you always remember, I always also remember her as somebody who was just always willing to give of herself to help us as the nephews and the nieces, you know, move forward. You know, as Visham used that word, social mobility, you know, to just get up there and move forward and progress and you know, just make something of yourself. You're always, as someone who was an educator for all these years, you know, starting off at Warrenville and all these different schools that she worked in and, you know, was principal and stuff like that. She always instilled in us the value of a good education, you know, going to school, studying, and, you know, making something of yourself. That's above everything else, that's something she always instilled in us, the value of education. And, you know, today is something that, you know, you look back and you say, you know, you appreciate. You appreciate that, you know, you had someone in the family who recognized the value of that and instilled and pushed us in that direction. And I know, I'm sure that all of us as the nephews and the nieces could now, you know, reminisce to look back and, you know, be grateful for all that she did to help push us forward and, you know, open doors, as Visham said, you know, send you the lessons, this and that. So, you know, we could look back now and, you know, appreciate the value and the significance and the importance of what she did. All right, so, you know, life is funny, you know. They say one thing, from the time you're born, the one thing that you're sure about is at some point in time you're going to die. And I guess, you know, she lived a full life without a doubt. But she was always somebody who always gave of herself, always was willing to help, always was willing to make something happen in whatever sphere of influence, whatever space that she existed in or functioned in. She always contributed to make that space and make the people in that space better people. And, you know, as I said, we really appreciate that value that she contributed to others. And, you know, one of the things of the sisters, of the children, you know, even my mother is the same thing, you know. I guess I grew up with that value of self-sacrifice, always giving of yourself to others, helping others to just move forward around you, your children, your family. That is who she was, and that is a trait among the siblings that she grew up with. That sense of sacrifice for family and for people that you love and people that meant so much to her. And again, you know, we stand here today, you know, being grateful for all that she gave and all that she did for all of us. Right? And we would remember her for that. All right? So that's just my little 2 cents, my little piece. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Anybody else?
Morning, everybody. It's Darren. Just to echo the sentiments of Ravi and Visham, being part of the Presbyterian school system as a result of Dolce influence, I had to say that gave me a more open-minded and accepting outlook on, well, actually spirituality and basically being able to look at religion from different perspectives has also given me a sort of wider outlook on my spiritual journey, which I believe that I am following at this point. One thing though, everybody said Dulce Auntie was a disciplinarian. To be honest, I never see that, you know. I never see that side, right? That's just me. Dulce Auntie was like second mother to me, but she used to let me get away with everything. Boy. I don't know why. Like I could tell you, like when I used to be by mama and them catching fish and thing in the drain, mom used to come and see that and want to quarrel with those times. She used to say, look boy, you want to enjoy yourself. At time, before I write common entrance, when she was in Carney Presbyterian, she said just go with she the year before to get a feel of what it's like. But when everything finished in the evening, now we had to travel to come home and we ended up reaching, but whole day my belly griping me. But we had to travel to come home and she flagged down the maxi already and as we got to step in the maxi, well I feel this thing want to come out, I thought she said, go stand here, I had to use the toilet, you know, she was like, all right. Now somebody at that point would have blew you out. But she was very understanding. She said, all she told me is, wait, but say something before you. But all those things where everybody talk, I only used to hear about it, but those things never showed me that side of shit. Mainly if it's because mommy was the disciplinarian. And one more thing I wanted to say, every time we dress up and going out, she always used to watch me and be like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know, that was the expression I remember from her. I guess this morning I could say it to her. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh girl. Anyways, that's my contribution.
Anybody else?
Sitaram, everybody. Pandiji, my nephews. I am the cousin of Miss Dulce, Miss Gladys, Miss Basso, all as one person. I happen to be very, very close to her in the 60s when I went to school at Bourneville Presbyterian School, where I was given specific instruction for my father to her to take care of me, because I was a very chul. I mean, moving from here to there, I never stayed with myself in school. So in them days, they had beach, and she used to ride a small bike to go to school. And she will make sure that if I break a beach, people don't know what beach today mean, you didn't go to school because there was so much activities. And she will ride the bike and say, Dada, Breeze wasn't in school today. And that was a long story, you know what happened. So she was very strict with me because, as I tell you already, I used to move. And under her guidance, I was able to pass the common entrance, went further, do more studies and things, and I rehabilitate myself. And my nephews here, 2 here, the other 2 not here. I was very close to these boys. On weekends, I would pick them up, Nari and Suresh, and I had a Land Rover, and we used to go driving all about. And she used to caution me, you already on the outside. Don't carry them boys too much to lime. And they said, like to lime at me, because they know the reason why. They started laughing, they know the reason why. And, well, after that period of time, in school, she was very, very strict. We was very fortunate, myself and my cousin Mario there, to see one of her early teachers, Miss Mooney. A few of you might know her. And she in her 80s. And she looked well, and she talked very highly about my cousin here. Because with some of them, she wasn't strict. But those with me, she was strict. In the school, she was disciplinarian. She was also the sports teacher. She taught under Charlie Warren and George Basanta. I remember very clearly there was the senior teachers and the principal and many other teachers. And I really never wanted to be too close to her because she always in line. Saw the boys laughing. Fall in line. Where you went, mister? And the pass and carry a message. Next uncle down Cunupia. Back community night because I was sent to take lessons there. I was taking lessons at her home. And life like that went on. Well, when some was Miss Basso now, she became sick. And God forbid, well, she had to live that life. She was never married, what I know. And well, in those days, as one of the speaker rightly say, when you go to Presbyterian school, you have to use Presbyterian names and all different things, but she never deviated from her Hinduism. She always attends Hindu prayers, and whenever called upon. So today she gone to the great beyond. It's amazing that she touched the lives of many, many people. Some here, cousins, in the whole village of Campu and Monroe. They said, Breeze, I was a say, boy, they know that. That was my uncle, eldest uncle daughter. And she showed her way because she was one of the grassroots person. She went through the monitor system. Well, Baba might hear about that. And she graduated. And she went and taught. She became, as we rightly say, last thing she was the principal in St. Helena Presbyterian School, right? Right. And so most of these nephews have made an impact. Some might be doctors, some might be mechanics, some might be laymen. She had an impact on everybody. Myself too, whatever little education I had, or whatever standards I reached, I'm very thankful to her. May God bless her soul. I'm just speaking here and waiting on her mother because the last sister who might be coming, she will really do the feature address or whatever she had to say. I just come up to occupy all the space. And I want to say that life today is very, very short, right? So we must appreciate what we have, and that's the way it goes. She led a life in the village of a good person, a person of good standing, good bearings, and things. But when sickness take you, anything has happened afterward. So my time is almost up here, Babaji. So thank you very much for those who listen. Those who didn't, I didn't call their names, but she make an impact on everybody left. My cousin here, Mario, anytime she had a plumbing problem, call Mario. And Babaji could tell me, he might go say, but problem again. So she had confidence in my cousin Mario. So thank you very much, Baba. And that's what you. So works department.
Yeah, comment? Huh? No, we have to leave now. We have been here for a while. So if... you take that?
Yeah.
Why, you see? You're looking so much younger now. I can't make it. All right, so people, we have to work with a time limit to go down there. So, and we have been here for a while. So I'll ask all of you to please stand. If anybody else come and they want to make any kind of contribution when we go down there, they will get an opportunity. So take some flowers in your hand. Those of you who have the roses, pass the roses out for them. So today we are going to, ask that this soul should find some peace. And as she continues in the journey, according to the karmic influences in her life. Doc, take some flowers in your hand too. Yeah. All of you, take some flowers or your roses or anything. So today, we are saying that she should go and she should face with whatever it is, how the journey would be on the other side. From this valley they say you are going, we will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are leaving the sunshine and taking the pathways by. It's a long time, we have been waiting for the words that you never did say. Now, alas, all upon hopes are vanished, for they say you are going away. From this valley, they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are leaving the sunshine, taking the pathways of life. Now the time has come when you must leave us. You must go where the Lord has called you. Do not ever forget us, your loved one. To you we have always been true. From this valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For they say you are leaving the sunshine and taking the pathways by. And taking the pathways by. And taking the pathways by. Let's bow our heads and pray. I always like to mention that, when we are saying goodbye to our loved ones or someone who is dear to us, someone we would have known during his lifetime, that we forgive and forget. Not only forgive, forget too. That if, whatever harm, whatever kind of difficulties or whatever kind of ill feelings that she would have created with us, at this point in time we forgive her and let her go in peace. A lot of people will tell you, well, I forgive you, but I don't forget you. We don't want that. Forgive, let her go in peace. When she goes in peace, you will also feel that peace coming to you also. So we pray. Om Anadhino Vighano Deva Shankachakra Gadadhara Akshayaha Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorema Amritam Gamaya Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhusya Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Om Namo Paramatmane Namaha. This has brought us to the end of this part of the service, but the service continues down at the river in Felicity, so that whatever other contributions you want to make, we can finalize there. There's a particular time that we have to read downstairs, so we have, to keep shifting. If the other person come and they still want to mention anything, when they come down there, they will get the opportunity. Okay? Sitaram to everybody until we meet again. I'll see you guys down there. Chris will take over from here.
Navin Lalu's streaming network, specialist in clean audio, multiple camera angle view and a photo slide for professional live streaming. Call Navin at 335-0205. Navin Lalu, bringing real-time events to you and yours. Navin Lalu's streaming network. Call him 335-0205. Also available fantastic drone footage. Navin's streaming network.